Okay, fine. If we aren't going to pay our teachers like college-educated professionals, then let's at least give them a glorified babysitter rate. At $10 an hour times 8 hours a day, you're at 80. 80 times 25 students per classroom, and you're at 2,000. 2,000 times 180 days in a school year, and you're at $360,000 of annual earned salary. Now, although this sounds great, what isn't great is the current state of the education system in our country. In fact, we're in a crisis. And three of the major causes of this crisis are that quality teachers aren't coming and they're not staying in education. Second, that our teachers are distracted. And third, that our students are being outperformed internationally. Now, these things don't just hint at, they scream that we need to be paying teachers more if we want to improve education in our country. So first, quality teachers aren't coming and they're not staying in education. A recent study done by McKinsey & Company found that in countries like Singapore, Finland, and South Korea, they're drawing 100% of their teachers from the top third of their graduating pools. In the United States, we're only pulling 23% of our teachers from that same graduating class. So what does that mean? Those that perform the best are not being incentivized by the current benefits of being a teacher in our country. And in fact, those that perform the least in their college experiences are now in our classrooms teaching our students. So it's easy for us to walk around and be frustrated by the state of education in our country. But what's hard is to actually show that we're valuing it, and not just in opinion, but in deed. We show how much we value something by how much money we're willing to put towards it. It sounds like we need to be putting our money where our mouth is. If we were to pay teachers more, then they would either be motivated to improve their teaching, or other teachers will come in and take their spots in the system. Second, our teachers are distracted. A recent study found that teachers are 5 times more likely to hold a second job than other professionals like them. This just can't happen. Currently, they're being paid 8 hours a day for 9 months out of the year. What if they could be paid for 12 months out of the year, and they could dedicate that extra time to improve their craft? Can you imagine the quality of education or the improvement that they could give? I had an English teacher in junior high who picked cherries all summer. I wish he would have been able to be in the classroom during those months. We help our teachers by setting a level or a bar of achievement by the way that we treat them. People will rise or fall to the level that they are treated. And right now, we're treating teachers at a very low level, and that's kind of where they're falling. Third, our students are being outperformed internationally. A recent study as well found that we're performing at as 24th in the world in reading, 38th in math, and 24th in science. This just can't happen if we're going to be a global leader in so many ways. We've got to improve our education to improve the chance of success in the future. Now, the funding for education comes on a local, state, and federal level, with actually a lot of it coming from a local level. So for me, what it means is that I actually have more of an influence than I thought, and you do too. I'm looking at a group of people that are going to college and receiving it from a top university in the nation. So what, I ask, can we do to make a difference in our community? So we can say yes to education when we vote yes on a bill that's aimed at improving education, even when it means we have to invest a little bit of extra money in taxes. We can say yes to education when we teach our children to respect their teachers, and we do the same. And we can say yes to education when we find out what's actually going on in our schools on a local level. We see what's going on behind the doors in our classrooms, and we get involved. Understanding that the things that go on in there are the things that affect our tomorrow. So as a nation, we often look at our budget and say, we can't afford to give more money to education. On a state level, we do the same. We look at our budget and say, we can't give another dollar. We can't afford more education or more money there. As a taxpayer in the community, it's easy to say, I can't afford more money to be paid in taxes. But I hope you will join me in saying that we can't afford to sit back and allow the education system to deteriorate while not paying its primary influencer, its teacher. Thank you.